Alright, how's everybody doing today? Welcome back to the channel. Once again, Tesla stock is up 13%. I have no words anymore. This is just insane. But we're going to be talking about everything that has to do with this, why it's been going up, and the S&P 500 inclusion especially, which I guess is the main reason why the stock is up so much today, along with this stock just having a massive rally, up 25% for the week, 86% for the month, and then for the year it's up 600% now. That is absolutely insane. I only have 2 shares in my Robinhood account. It's one of my small accounts. I barely have any money in this, but these 2 shares actually are worth a lot of money right now, which is crazy. So I'm up 140 just on these 2 shares. I barely even use Robinhood. That's the thing. I don't even like having too much money on Robinhood, but that's just insane. So I do have a lot more shares on my other account, which I'm really happy about. If any of you guys have this and you're holding it up to this point, that's GG. Good job for you guys right now. That you guys are profiting pretty well. I think I'm gonna be holding on. I haven't done my full thoughts if I'm gonna be selling at this point, but I'm probably still gonna be holding. I would say more than likely I'm still gonna be holding long term, despite the movements of the stock. Now, if you haven't already, make sure to sign up for Webull. You're gonna get 2 free stocks. It's literally free money. I love this brokerage a lot. I like it better than Robinhood. And why not? You're gonna get free money. So all you have to do is sign up. I'm gonna have a link down in the description. Literally click on the link, and make you sign up. Open up a brokerage. Sign up for the brokerage, and then deposit $100. That's it, and you'll get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,400. So why not? It's literally free money. And if you haven't done so, make sure to do it while time lasts. I believe you have until the end of this month. So yeah, let's jump straight into it now. They are possibly going to get included into the S&P 500. More than likely, they're going to get included. S&P 500 includes stuff like the SPY S&P 500. So like funds like these basically track the S&P 500, and in turn will buy Tesla stock if it does get included. So it's the market cap's about 320 billion for Tesla stock. This is not completely updated. If you want to see the full updated list, I believe Yahoo Finance does a good job with it. So anyways, it's around 320 billion, which is crazy. So it jumped 14% up today. Basically, speculation of the S&P 500 inclusion. That's basically the number one thing. And they actually said that they're going to sell a record high because of the reduced price of the Model Y. I mean, I already knew that the Model Y is going to be selling really good, especially when the Standard Range Plus comes out for the Model Y. They actually made the Model Y cheaper by about 2,000. They did this exact same thing with the Model 3. And basically, yeah, Model Y is cheaper. And then when the Standard Range comes out, you guys will be able to actually buy it for even cheaper. Which is why people like I usually wait on electronics, and same with cars like Tesla, for example. They always go down in price as the first time it comes out, it's expensive, but then slowly they drop it down as they can actually streamline production. So, let's talk about the S&P 500 inclusion, right? What will actually happen with this stock? Basically, there's an average of 90 million traded. This is the number one S&P 500 ETF, SPY. $90 million is traded daily, and Tesla will be at least, I think, 1% of this. So 1% of this 90 million will go to Tesla traded, right? And if we look at the SPY holdings, this is their holdings based on weight. The top 1, 2, 3, the top 10 of these stocks make up 27% of the S&P 500. 6% of it is Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Alphabet, which is Google, Google again. So Google makes up like 3%, 3.2 roughly. Johnson Johnson, Berkshire Hathaway, Visa, Procter Gamble make up the 27% roughly of S&P 500, right? Procter and Gamble are 310 billion market cap. Tesla stock right now is 320. So Tesla stock, in theory, would go right under Visa, right above Procter and Gamble, making it about a 1.2%, very roughly, of the asset holdings. Obviously, this is not 100% at all, but in theory, it would be about 1.2% of the S&P 500. That would mean the SPY with their all their funds, they would actually have to buy S&P 500. They would have to actually buy Tesla stock. At least 1% of their portfolio would have to be Tesla stock, right? And that would bring some sort of stability to the stock. Meaning, if the S&P 500 goes up, which it does over time, right? The S&P 500 usually goes up 8% a year on average. Um, I don't not counting like inflation, none of that, but on average it goes up 8% a year. So in turn, that would actually be good for Tesla because they go up with it. They're gonna be buying with it. They're gonna be going up with it. If that makes sense. Um, like the S&P 500. There's another one called VOO. I believe is that the second biggest one. I don't know. I believe it's the second most popular one, at least by Vanguard. They go also up the same exact amount. They track the S&P 500, exact same chart. This one has 4 million on average. So you guys get it. If you haven't, like, if you don't understand this already, basically their holdings will be with Tesla stock. So that should actually bring stability to the stock. One, and number two, um, yeah, you see this chart, there's nothing stable about it, right? But and number two, it also will in turn, in theory, bring up the stock price because you're buying Tesla stock. So if I go right now and I want to buy a SPY 5, I actually do have some S&P 500 in my other account. Let's say I wanted to buy some SPY, like $320, 1% of this, I'm actually buying $3.20 of Tesla stock. Roughly, probably like $3.50, depending on what their weight is. But if it's like 1.2%, I'm buying from buying one share of this right now. If I buy one share, me pressing this buy will be buying $3, $4 of Tesla stock. So that's essentially how it works. Every time I purchase this, I'm buying $4 of Tesla stock, and that goes up. It's not a lot of money, but um, obviously when you have 90 million volume, that's going to bring some sort of volatility to Tesla stock in some sort. This 90 million, the S&P 500, all the ETFs together, I would say, are probably like a lot more than 90 million, but this is just one ETF. So altogether, this should be very good for Tesla. All they have to do is be profitable for this next quarter, and they're most likely going to be in the like S&P 500. Now, a lot of people on, especially on Twitter and stuff like that, social medias, are saying this is literally a bubble stock. They're like literally looking at this like Bitcoin. Now, the thing is with this, um, Wall Street had a $1,500. I believe ARK Invests, which is like the most bullish firm that has been holding Tesla for I believe a year or two now. They believe that it's gonna be, I believe, was it 3 or 4 thousand by the next 2021, by the next few years. No, not 2020. Was it 2024? I mean, by 2024, it's gonna be at least 3 4 thousand. So the price targets are all over the place for Tesla stock, but um, like in my opinion, this is nowhere near like what it is a normal bubble stock, because this is not like a normal car company at the end of the day, right? They have the potential, like in 5 years, in 2025, let's go fast forward to 2025. You're in the market to buy a brand new car. Are you gonna buy a Toyota, or are you gonna buy a Model 3? Or are you gonna spend that money and worry about oil changes, gas, all the maintenance that comes with it, and then just having the fact that it's not as good of a car, it's not as safe. The autopilot, there's no autopilot in it, there's no technology. Are you gonna spend as much money on that, or are you gonna buy a electric vehicle? Like, especially the depreciation. Are you gonna buy a Toyota that depreciates not as much as other cars, but depreciates like 20%, 30%, when Tesla only depreciates 10%? All those factors together could be like most people might just go with electric cars instead of ICE vehicles. Now, are those electric cars going to be Teslas? Are those electric cars going to be other companies? We don't know. But seeing that the insane advantage that Tesla has right now, they're basically the only company doing these numbers. They're most likely gonna be doing the best. Just like how iPhones back in the day, they were selling one of the best. They were selling one of the most iPhones out of any other company. So they were actually first to that technology. Yeah, others caught up eventually. Doesn't mean that they're still doing really well today. Also, along with the fact that iPhones were really expensive ones, and people weren't buying them. People were like, oh man, like Motorola and stuff like that, they were doing crazy numbers. And then iPhone came in and destroyed them. Those companies barely exist today, like those Nokias and stuff like that. Same can go with Tesla, very similar in terms of the valuation, right? Obviously, it's very overvalued right now in terms of today's numbers. But if we go 3 years forward, this could very easily be a good price for Tesla stock. So if you're a long-term holder, yeah, it can go to 2,000. It can go all the way back down to 1,200. Doesn't matter if you have a long-term outlook 3 years from now, at least, then this stock is pretty normal, to be honest. If you're looking to sell it and make a quick profit, then sure, you can take some profits. If you have life-changing profits on the stock, like if you have profits that are life-changing, definitely please sell the stock and get some profits, right? But if you have profits on the stock like 20,000, well, I don't know what's life changing. Money for everyone is different, right? So it's all relative. So depending on how much you have, if you have money and you want to take profits, if you don't have a long term outlook, if you think it can't go much up than this, then yes, by all means take some profits. But I think I'm personally still gonna be holding on the stock. From the beginning of me, I told myself I'm not selling at least to $3,000. So I'm still not 100%. I might just sell like 2 shares. Like I might just sell the shares I have on Robinhood, pay tax on them, and then literally just wait and see if it comes back down. I might just rebuy and buy some more. But we'll see. I'm probably just gonna be holding them eventually, just holding everything. So especially since holding long term is better for like tax reasons and stuff like that. Um, let's see. Yeah, for their Q1, they don't have a thing estimated Q2 earnings, which is interesting. But if there was an estimated Q2 earnings, it would probably be even with like making profit. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. This was a bit of a long one, but yeah, that is that. Do you guys have Tesla stock? Do you not? Let me know down in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. I will be live streaming the Q2 earnings for Tesla and the Q2 battery day, not Q2 battery day, just the battery day. Be live streaming it on this channel, so please be subscribed. I'm also trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, so if any of you guys can subscribe, that'd be really appreciated, and I'll see you on my next video.